Okay, as you can see, James Dunn Dottie, who first visited the region in 1820, was the principal activist for Spilling, Wisconsin, with a W. You know, says during the time of General Dottie, you know, and the legislation were in constant hostility. Wrote contemporary observer Theodore Roosevelt, one of the the governors had to be settled by the joint resolute resolution that the governor had a fondness for the spelling of the name of the territory as Wisconsin. So they made it Wisconsin for further embarrassment, okay? Says during the 1960s and the early 20th century, many different meanings of the word Wisconsin were were advanced. It says most of them found were very weak. Were very weak evidence. For example, many writers interviewed elderly. They interviewed elderly Indians. They also interviewed French residents and fur traders who claimed that the name Wisconsin meant a stream of 1,000 owls, the gathering of waters, the muskrat house, a grassy place, and it even meant the holes in the banks of the streams in which birds nest. One of these researchers concluded in his frustration, I have not met two Indians that agreed on the meaning of the word. Okay, it says when the name was written down by Marquette and Juliet, it says just when they visited the Menominee Indians and the other Indians, it says they had spent years with the Ojibwe who spoke mutual, intelligible Algonquin languages. Their guides in the summer of 1673 who spoke the rivers' names to them out loud. It was never written down. Were the Miami Indians. The Miami Nation left Wisconsin soon thereafter, and the last native speaker of the language died in the 1960s. The first historical researcher of the languages was only published in 1991. Okay. Okay, it says, what did Marquette guide intend to convey by Wisconsin? Okay, by spelling it that way, it says in 1935, the native Ojibwe speaker recognized the three syllables of the phonetic equivalent of Mesco, meaning red, Asin, meaning stone, and Sin, an ending that signifies a location or a place. By this reasoning, Wisconsin or Wisconsin or Wisconsin meant red stone river, right? A glossary of Algonquin languages, including the Ojibwe and Sac, uh, confirms that these three syllables had the same meaning 300 years ago as they do today. Says physical evidence of the meaning of the river running through a red place. It says more than 14,000 years ago, at the ending of the last ice age, the melting of the glacier flooded the Barabo Hill regions of Wisconsin. The sheer force of the Russian rapids carved the surrounding rocks, creating a 430-mile long sham that would become the Wisconsin River. The flood deposited ancient sandstone, limestone, and dolomite into the river and chased out sheep, sandstone cliffs, and canyons along the river known as the Dells. The Dells is the Wisconsin Dells. Okay. Says the Wisconsin River's headwaters is